This is Good Morning Football. We're presented by Audi, and that crazy month of college hoops comes to a close tonight with Villanova taking on Michigan. So in honor of tonight's national championship game, we're going to take some iconic college hoops teams from throughout history and tell you which current NFL squad they most resemble. Who we got?
All right. I'll go straight. I'm excited.
Just lost the tip-off.
Sorry, whoever wants to go first.
I jumped up there. I got it, Shregs. All right, now listen, when I think of college hoops, I think of one dynasty, a dynasty that we all respect and should honor as one of the greatest ever, and that is the great dynasty at UConn. And I'm not talking about men. I'm talking about women. And that reminds me of the great dynasty, New England Patriots. Now, here's the thing. I want you guys to really understand they had 13 consecutive seasons with 30-plus wins. Absolutely dominant, right? 16 Final Four appearances in the last 19 seasons. And here's the thing. I want you guys to pay attention. You know, we got Bill Belichick, Gronk, and, of course, Brady. You know, Gino Auriemma is one of the best coaches ever. I don't care if it's women's or not. We should give him the just due. But they lost recently, right? That last-second shot, Notre Dame. And shout out to Erika, I believe her name is.
Drilled it.
Drilled it in that game in last night. Unbelievable highlights. But when they lost, when UConn lost, it was like a Macaulay Culkin moment, right? It's the same thing when the Patriots lose. Every year we expect UConn to be in the Final Four, in the finals, and to go home with the trophy and be collegiate champions. Same thing with the Patriots. Every year we expect him to make it to the playoffs and have a chance to win a Super Bowl. When they do lose, it's always as shocking as ever. So for me, when I was thinking about the comparison, this made perfect sense. You look at Belichick and what he will go down as one of the best coaches of all time. Gino, of course, one of the best coaches of all time. So this right here is the perfect comparison. Two dynasties that you always expect to be in it. And if they win, it's like, we knew it. And if they lose, it's like, oh, my gosh, I can't believe it's going to happen. But you better believe they'll be back at it next year.
Not many holes you can poke in that. That's great comparison.
The buzzer beater Friday night was the equivalent of the Philly special? Is
that was it, yeah.
I like it.
Well done.
I like it.
Yep.
Coach that thinks he's the smartest guy in the world ends up losing in the big game. Is that? Okay, never mind.
Whoa.
Schrader. Peter Shader over there.
Taking shots at Belichick.
Taking shots. Taking shots.
Shader?
Get up, everyone.
I've never heard that
I said it takes 2 years to get to that, Peter
I know,
Shader.
Mr. Wonderful, you're on a roll today.
What do you got, Strags? You got shades.
Really respect Belichick. Anyway, I go to this year's Chiefs, right? This year's Chiefs, they are all of a sudden this high-powered offense. So you got Sammy Watkins on top of Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes. They're all young, they're all fun, and there's a hint of danger to them, right? Like, how good can this team be? How explosive can this be? Can they run up the score every single game? And I go back to one of my favorite college hoops teams of all time, early 90s, late 80s, UNLV, the Runnin' Rebs. I'm going to go right through this
Have to do it, baby.
Anderson Hunt and Stacey Augmon. Those are my Tyreek Hill and Sam.
Sorry, Bobby.
Sorry, Bobby Hurley. You're about to lose this game by 30.
Bobby Hurley's dropping a noble pass.
Next year. He'll
be fine next year.
He'll be okay. The center was a guy named George Ackles, often forgotten. That's Travis Kelce, the big man in the middle.
I forgot Ackles.
Greg Anthony ran point. That is Kareem Hunt, the guy who was on the show on Friday.
Nasty on defense, right?
Smooth as heck, nasty.
These are great, Triggs.
And the great playmaker, the guy who everything went through, the number 4, the big man, Larry Johnson as Patrick Mahomes. That's LJ. That's Grandmama. Patrick Mahomes wasn't even born yet when this team was.
Pat Mama?
Pat Mama. And guess who ran the show? A legendary coach who for years couldn't win the big one and finally got his ring. I think that could be the 2018 Andy Reid season as Jerry Tarkanian, towel or in the mouth, around the neck. Tark the Shark. I love those UNLV teams, and the color scheme is right. I love this Chiefs team. This offense can go, beat you by 30 and not have any remorse. Now, are they illegally paying players to do it? I don't know. That's not for me. The Chiefs, Brett Veach, it's all bumping around.
I would think so. That picture that was taken of Larry Johnson, in that picture he was making more money than Mahomes is now. I heard. I don't know that for sure. I heard that, though.
Running Rebs.
Gotta have the running Rebs.
Legendary.
Let's take everybody to the year 1993.
Talk to me.
If you were into hoops, if you weren't into hoops, there was only one accessory that you wanted. There was the Jordans, and then there was some big old baggy Michigan basketball shorts that you would kill for with some black socks, and that's because the Fab Five in Ann Arbor, Michigan. We're talking Chris Webber, Juwan Howard, and yes, they're the Jaguars. That's what I have them as, the Jacksonville Jaguars. Young, brash, talented, ready to just upset the world. Of course, we're looking at it from left to right. We got Telvin as Jimmy King, A.J. Boyer, Juwan Howard, Chris Webber, Leonard Fournette. Jalen is Jalen. I love Jalen Rose. Haven't seen him in a while, but he would be Jalen Ramsey.
What
Ray
is Jalen
Jackson.
Rose up to?
I don't know. He's a talented guy. I loved him in Ann Arbor. Absolutely, guys. But these were so cool. Just like Jacksonville. The Jaguars made Jacksonville cool. Sure, Duval, all that. How cool is that? The Michigan basketball team was so amazing. Black socks on the court was an unthinkable thing. Black socks were for old guys on the beach with a metal detector and sandals. These guys weren't like you had to have black
all
socks.
wore 'em?
Yeah, they all wore black socks. Massive. I mean, this was in the John Stockton wearing the hot pants. That's what basketball shorts were. And they said, we want them down to our shins. We're going to do it differently. And here's the thing. They lose at the end. Why? Because just same reason Jacksonville lost. The end of that Patriots game, they didn't have enough timeouts. That was it. They didn't have enough timeouts. They needed more. Weber called one. Anyways, the problem, too, let's think of this Michigan team. As celebrated as they are, look at this in the realm of Jacksonville. They never won a title. They never won it, okay? They got blown out by Duke and then UNC. Sorry, Eric Montross. So will this Jags team win a title? I don't know, but you don't want that in common with the Fab Five. But other than that, the style, the sizzle, have to watch them every week. Fab Five down in Duval.
It is
Well
true
done.
because they went up against Duke and Carolina in those finals. Those were two powerhouses. So who'd they go
Two
against in the
traditional
playoffs?
powerhouses, too.
The Steelers and the Patriots. They came up just short. The question is this. The Fab Five, they came back as sophomores, and they went right back to the finals.
Yeah.
Have we seen the best of the
a great
Jaguars,
question.
or can they come back? I don't know.
And what happened? These guys, they talked it and they walked it and they backed it up. And then every other team was gunning for them. Like, oh, this young team, they coming back as sophomores. Same thing with the Jags. Like, they're not shy about it. Even though they lost, they kept on talking, even this offseason, saying, we're going to come back and we're going to swing for the fences and hit these guys in the mouth, even the traditional teams.
We've got more Good Morning Football on the way. We've got special guests in studio, so stay tuned for that. And what's with the heart today, kiddo?
Yeah.
Oh, it's my Legend of Zelda heart right there.
How great
Shout out
is
to
that?
Maggie.
That's unbelievable. Is that really what that is?
Retro is the rage right now.
It's all retro.
That's the land of Hyrule. Zelda. I want to get one that's the red candle or the blue boomerang or the power
Blue
bracelet.
boomerang.
Blue boomerang would go the entire span. It was like the Pat Mahomes arm. It was the whole. Yellow was the small potatoes. The blue one
The blue
it goes
one.
on for days right
It's a
there.
beast.
Do, 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 do.
I want the Mario Brothers mushroom, but I don't want anyone getting the wrong idea.
They would.
Yeah.
They would, Peter.
Oh, you're going to Coachella, right? You can get it there.
Maybe.
Peter Schrager, Nate Burleson, and Mr. Wonderful.
Makes you
We start
big.
a new hour of Good Morning Football. And gentlemen, we took a Wonderlick today. We caught up from the weekend, and now we're going to dance.
Okay.
That's right. We're going to dance in the next hour. We're going to get down.
Great idea.
Coming up, whether it's draft time, free agents, or new head coaches, what's happening in the NFL to make us